Hi guys, it's Nikki, and I wanted to share something with you today as I'm going through it. So in recent years, maybe about 10 years ago, I found that I was starting to develop this ridiculous fear of heights. By that, I mean that I have always been afraid of heights, but never really liked them. But about 10 years ago, it started to mushroom and grow into this giant monster of fear that actually restricted me from doing so many things. And the worst of it was that it restricted me from driving. You know, in Florida, we have to obviously go over several overpasses on the highway to get from one location to the other. And as a realtor, I do a lot of driving. So I actually found that this started to restrict me from being able to do my work and to live. You know, depending on where I was going, I would have to be driven there, or I would have to find these long circuitous routes to get where I was going so I could avoid the overpasses. And, you know, it would either take me longer to get there and I had to leave a lot earlier, or I'd be late, or, you know, I'd have clients in the car and I'd be driving in this long roundabout way and they'd be curious, why are you not going that way? You know, it was embarrassing and it was frustrating and really limiting. And in recent months, I started to make the decision that I wanted to overcome all of these fears and self-limitations that I put on myself. So, you know, I realized that there were several things that were holding me back in my life, in my career. There were things that I was uncomfortable doing or trying, and so I would avoid them, or things in my personal life that I was uncomfortable trying or doing. And I realized that that's no way to live. Who wants to reach the end of their life and say that they were afraid to do so many things? They didn't do the things that they wanted to do because they were afraid to do them, or they lived a life of mediocrity because they were afraid to step outside of their comfort zone. So I started to make the decision that I wasn't going to finish the second half of my life in that way. And so I started slowly but surely pushing through some of these fears. One of the ones that I want to talk to you about today is the fear of heights and driving. So little by little, I've been overcoming some of those fears and going over some of the overpasses that just a year ago seemed like impossible to me. They seemed like the highest roller coaster or the highest mountaintop for me to get over. And little by little, I've been pushing through and going through them. And I'm driving through them and I keep saying to myself, it's just a road. It's just a road. You grew up in an island that's full of mountains and you would drive over them with no problem. This is just another road. And I would hold on to God and I was driving, over them, and I would have hear him in my ear saying, it's okay. It's just a road. You can do this. So, in view of my recent commitment to doing that, and in view of the motivation that I've been getting lately from watching my I Can Handle It morning video, I decided to overcome one of those fears today and go over an overpass that's been a giant to me. So I just wanted to share that with you. I did it. You're catching me on the other side of it. And I'm so excited to be able to say that, you know what? We can push through our fears. Your fears are in your head. If you tell yourself you can do something, you can do it. Just hold on to God, hold on to faith, and I promise you, He is with you, He is in you, you are enough, and you can handle it. Peace out.